Hello, my friends. Welcome back. I am very happy you are here today. Find a quiet place. Sit comfortably. Take a slow breath. And come with me on a journey through time. Today, we are going to follow the story of the camera. It is a real story. It is full of light, science, patience, and human dreams. The camera may look simple today. We take a phone from our pocket, we touch one small button, and a picture appears. But this easy moment took many hundreds of years to become possible. Our story begins in a dark room. There is no phone. There is no film. There is no screen. There is only a small hole in a wall. Outside the room, the sun is shining. A tree is moving in the wind. People are walking in the street, and inside the dark room, something magical happens. Light comes through the small hole. It travels in straight lines. On the wall inside the room, an image appears. The tree appears. The people appear. The street appears, but everything is upside down. The sky is at the bottom. The ground is at the top. It looks strange. It looks like a dream. This dark room was called a camera obscura. The words mean dark room. It was not a camera like we know today. It could not save a picture. It could only show a picture made by light. But it was the first big step. It showed people that light could make an image. Long ago, thinkers in China and Greece understood this idea. Later, artists and scientists used it more and more. They made dark rooms. Then they made smaller boxes. They put a lens in the hole. The lens made the image clearer. Artists used the image to help them draw buildings, streets, and faces. But there was one big problem. The image disappeared when the light changed. It was beautiful, but it could not stay. People wanted to catch the image. They wanted to keep it. They wanted to say, "This moment happened. This face was here. This place looked like this." But how could they save light? For many years, no one knew the answer. People tried chemicals. They tried special papers. They tried metal plates. Some materials changed when light touched them. This was exciting, but the pictures were weak, or they disappeared after a short time. The dream was close, but not close enough. Then, in France, a quiet man named Nicéphore Niepce began to experiment. He lived in the early 1800s. He was curious. He was patient. He wanted to make a picture that could stay forever. He used a camera obscura. He used a metal plate. He covered the plate with a special material that changed in light. One day, around 1826 or 1827, Niepce pointed his camera at the view from his window. The process was very slow. The plate needed many hours of light. The sun moved across the sky while the picture was forming. But at the end, something amazing was there. A real permanent photograph. The picture was not sharp like a modern photo. It was not colorful. It was simple and hard to see, but it was a miracle for its time. For the first time, a camera had not only shown the world, it had saved a piece of the world. Niepce had opened a door, but he did not finish the journey alone. He worked with another French man named Louis Daguerre. Daguerre was an artist and inventor. He understood light, theater, and images. After Niepce died, Daguerre continued the work. He wanted to make the process better, faster, and clearer. In 1839, Daguerre's process became famous. It was called the daguerreotype. This process made a sharp image on a silver-covered copper plate. People were amazed. Faces could now be saved with great detail. Streets could be saved. Buildings could be saved. Families could keep the faces of people they loved. But early photography was not easy. A person had to sit very still. Sometimes they had to sit for a long time. They could not smile naturally. A smile moves the face, and movement made the picture blurry. That is one reason many old photos look serious. The people were not always sad. They were trying not to move. Imagine going to have your picture taken in those days. You enter a studio. The room smells of chemicals. The camera is large and heavy. It stands on wooden legs. The photographer places you near a window or bright light. You sit very still. You wait. The camera watches you quietly, and slowly, your image becomes history. At the same time in England, another inventor was working on photography. His name was William Henry Fox Talbot. He made a different process called the calotype. His process used paper. It also created a negative. A negative is an image where light and dark are changed. From one negative, people could make many positive prints. This was very important. A daguerreotype made one special image. It was beautiful, but it could not easily be copied. Talbot's idea helped photography move toward the way film worked later. One original image could become many pictures. This changed the future. So, in the middle of the 1800s, photography began to grow. Cameras were still big. Chemicals were still difficult. Taking a photo was slow. But the world had changed. People could now save reality in a new way, not with a painting, not only with memory, but with light itself. Photographers began to travel. They carried heavy cameras, glass plates, and chemicals. They took pictures of cities. They took pictures of mountains. They took pictures of families, workers, trains, rivers, and faraway places. For many people, photos were the first way to see parts of the world they could never visit. But photography was still not for everyone. It was expensive. It needed knowledge. It needed time. A normal family could not easily take pictures at home. The camera was still a special tool for trained people. Then a man named George Eastman helped change everything. He lived in the United States. He loved photography, but he saw a problem. It was too hard for ordinary people. He wanted to make it simple. He wanted people to take pictures without knowing all the difficult chemistry. Eastman worked with dry plates first. Then he helped make roll film popular. Roll film was easier than heavy glass plates. It could be placed inside a camera. It could hold many pictures. This made cameras smaller and simpler. In 1888, Kodak introduced a camera for ordinary people. The idea was very simple. The person took the pictures. Then the camera was sent back to Kodak. The company developed the film and made the prints. Their famous idea was, "You press the button, we do the rest." This was a huge change. Now more people could take pictures. They did not need to be scientists. They did not need a dark room at home. They could take photos of holidays, children, pets, houses, and special days. Photography was moving from studios into everyday life. Then, in 1900, Kodak introduced the Brownie camera. It was small, simple, and cheap for its time. It cost $1. Children could use it. Families could use it. The Brownie helped make the snapshot famous. A snapshot is a quick picture of normal life, not a royal portrait, not a formal studio photo, just life as it happens. This changed what people thought a photo could be. Before, a photo was often a serious event. You dressed well, you sat still, you waited. But with small, simple cameras, people could catch a smile, a picnic, a dog running, a child playing, or a friend waving from a bicycle. The camera became part of memory. It helped people say, "We were here." This day mattered. This little moment was beautiful. During the 1900s, cameras changed again and again. They became smaller. Lenses became better. Film became easier to use. Some cameras used 35mm film. This film became very popular. It allowed cameras to be light and useful in many places. Photojournalists used cameras to show real events. Travelers used cameras to bring home images from faraway countries. Scientists used cameras to study plants, animals, stars, and tiny things under microscopes. Families used cameras to make albums. Page after page, life became visible. Then came instant photography. A man named Edwin Land created the Polaroid camera. With this camera, people did not have to wait days for their pictures. The photo came out of the camera. Slowly, the image appeared before their eyes. It felt like magic. People watched the blank paper turn into a face, a room, a party, a memory. For many years, film cameras were everywhere. People bought rolls of film. They took 24 or 36 pictures. They had to choose carefully. Each picture cost money. You could not see the photo right away. You had to wait. Sometimes you waited many days. Then you opened the envelope from the photo shop. Some pictures were good. Some were too dark. Some were blurry. But that was part of the surprise. Then the digital camera arrived. This was another big change. A digital camera did not need film. It used an electronic sensor. It saved pictures as digital files. Now people could see the photo immediately on a small screen. If the photo was bad, they could delete it. If it was good, they could keep it. At first, digital cameras were expensive. The pictures were not always better than film, but technology improved quickly. Sensors became stronger. Memory cards became bigger. Batteries became better. Soon, digital cameras were everywhere. And then the camera moved into the phone. This changed daily life more than almost anything before. A phone camera was always with us. We did not need to bring a special camera. We could take a picture in a shop, on a bus, in a garden, at school, near the sea, or at the dinner table. This made photography faster and more common than ever. People began to take pictures of food, clouds, books, shoes, cats, flowers, and small, funny moments. A camera was no longer only for big events. It became part of normal speaking. Sometimes a picture said, "Look at this. I am here. I miss you. This made me happy." But the story of the camera is not only a story of machines. It is also a story of people. People have always wanted to remember. We know that time moves forward. A child grows up. A city changes. A flower opens and then falls. A face becomes older. A sunny afternoon ends. The camera helps us hold one small piece of time. Of course, a camera cannot hold everything. It cannot hold the smell of rain. It cannot hold the full sound of a laugh. It cannot hold the warm feeling of a hand in your hand. But it can help us remember. It can open a door in the mind. One small picture can bring back a whole day. The camera also changed history. Before photography, people had to imagine faraway places from drawings and stories. After photography, they could see real images. They could see mountains, oceans, cities, leaders, workers, and ordinary families. The world became more connected. The camera changed art, too. Painters did not need to copy reality in the same way as before. A camera could do that quickly. So many artists began to ask new questions. What is color? What is feeling? What is imagination? In this way, photography helped painting become freer. The camera changed science. Doctors used cameras to study the body. Astronomers used cameras to study the sky. Naturalists used cameras to study animals. A camera could see carefully. It could keep evidence. It could show details that the human eye might miss. But cameras also ask us to be thoughtful. A picture can tell the truth, but it can also show only one part of the truth. The person behind the camera chooses where to stand. They choose what to include. They choose what to leave out. So every photo is a small window. It is not the whole world. It is one view of the world. Today, cameras are everywhere. They are in phones, computers, cars, shops, streets, hospitals, and space machines. Some cameras are tiny. Some cameras are huge. Some can see deep into the night. Some can see far across the universe. Some can take millions of pictures in a short time. And still, the heart of the camera is the same old dream. Light enters a dark space. An image is formed. A moment is saved. The same dream that began with a small hole in a dark room is still with us today. Think about that for a moment. The next time you take a picture, you are part of a very old story. You are connected to ancient thinkers who watched light on a wall. You are connected to Niepce, waiting many hours for the first permanent photo. You are connected to Daguerre, Talbot, Eastman, and many other people who made the camera easier for the world. You are also connected to your own future, because one day, a photo you take today may become precious. Maybe it is just a simple photo now, a cup of tea, a quiet street, a friend smiling, a window with soft light. But years later, it may feel like treasure. That is the gentle power of the camera. It takes ordinary life and says, "This is worth remembering." It takes a small second and gives it a longer life. It helps us see beauty in normal days. So, my friends, the history of the camera is not only about glass, metal, film, and digital sensors. It is about human hearts. It is about our wish to remember. It is about our love for faces, places, and moments. It is about the simple wonder of light. Thank you for listening today. I hope this story helped you learn English in a calm and easy way. You are doing very well. Every story you hear gives you more words, more confidence, and more joy in English. If you enjoyed this story, please like this video. Leave a comment and tell me what story you would like to hear next. And subscribe for more gentle English stories. Keep learning, keep listening. And remember, even small steps can become a beautiful journey.